I have never seen such a violent eruption as we're looking at right here from a volcano, you all. This is wild. It is so wild. Just look at that. How can a volcano have, looks like strings of, I don't know what, coming up from the mouth of the volcano along with lightning strikes? How is that possible? Really ask yourself, how is it possible? Because it don't look normal. It don't look normal at all, you all. It doesn't. Let me look at this really fast, you all. I want to show you this. Okay, this does not. Put this back to me. Let's see this right here. And I don't think that they have, it does, Vonda. I don't think they even sent the notification out for this. No, they didn't. They're not sending the notifications out for my videos for some strange reason. They don't want to send it out. Isn't that strange, you all? They do not. It does look like a face inside that. This is Mount Etna, is what it is. Let me put this back to me. Oh, I've got it on me, you all. I've got it. I have got it. That's right, you all. Let me see what we've got going on here. Let's look at this. That they want this information out about the UFOs around the volcanoes. Hello, Todd. They don't want it out, you all. I'm sorry. I've got to share what I feel led within my heart to share you. I've got to get it out. I really do. And there is nothing wrong with getting out this information, you all. Let me see this. Look, I want to, let me look. I got it on me, you all. Let's look at this, you all. Look at want to be in harm's way when something like that happens. You don't. Look at the photo that they captured on it. Myself on here. The volcanologists, okay, the eruption shortly before midnight on Thursday didn't cause any damage, but it did shoot ash more than 6 miles into the air above sea level. Shalom. Etna is one of Europe's most active volcanoes, and its eruptions aren't frequent. It is the largest of Italy's 3 volcanoes. So Etna erupted last June, releasing an ash and orange lava. Orange lava into the air. The eruption lasted for a few hours and caused dust to rain on nearby towns. Etna also erupted in October, sending a massive plume of ash rising above the volcano. Look at right here, you all. You see right there in the center? You see it? It's like right there. You got lines right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, like ships. There's something there. And this right here, see, you see it? And this right here coming up out of the volcano, that does not look normal either. It doesn't look normal at all, you all. I think the volcano gods got mad. I really do. And I don't think that it's far-fetched to say that there aren't some type of gods, entities and beings inside that volcano. Really. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. Smoke billows from Mount Etna volcano as seen in Nicolosi, Sicily. So look at it. It's got green. Green. That really does look like that green, like smoke. Green. Oh my gosh. How long has this been up? This right here, what? This video has been going on for 9 minutes and 37 seconds that we're looking at, and we wanted to look at Mount Etna. Since I'm on Mount Etna, I wanted to document the UFO activity that is occurring around Mount Etna. There was another image that I saw on here, you all, and it was wild, and I thought that cannot possibly be true. Mount Etna's stunningly violent eruption. So I don't know if people put this in there or not. You see that? I don't know if that was real or not. Were these lightnings like that in the Mount Etna? Have you been around the Mount Etna? This is supernatural. It really looks supernatural, out of this world. Yes, you see a lot of faces. Oh, I see one right there in the center. Right there. Dead center, I see a face. Boom. These are volcano beings. And I don't think they're happy. They couldn't be happy if they're erupting. How can they? Maybe they're not happy, you all. Maybe they're not happy. So I was just trying to see the most violent eruptions that took place. And because we're going to look at it. We are. So look at this, Italy. You can see right here also. But the reason I'm showing this, you all, and I don't know if you all haven't saw incredible footage showing violent eruption of Mount Etna. Let's look. I think that's only just a file. Let's look at me. Y'all, let's turn this back to me, you all. We got to look at it. Right here. Looks like fire. It looks like, look at the different variations of color on this eruption. Rich the Prophet, honey, you are so welcome. Y'all, that looked like a triangular shape. Oopsie, coming out. Well, that was short-lived. I want to get back out of there. I want to go back to where we were before. I did. I want to go back. I wasn't paying attention, you all. I wasn't. Let's see if I can catch it. So I got to make sure I'm going to catch it. This violent eruption of Mount Etna from the news. And that does. It looked like there's like a triangular shape that shows up in there. But, oh, wow. I would not want to be anywhere near that place. I wouldn't, you all. That's so dangerous. And they're not anything to mess around with, you all. And to think that UFOs, and they're near the volcanoes. And how can that be? How can it be? They are a force to be reckoned with. You do not want to wake up the volcano. You really do not want to arouse the fury of the volcano, because this is what you're going to get. Something like this. And when they hurl their lava and their, rocks and stuff, lava blasting up in the air, and they'll burn you. They burnt people's clothes, and the last one, when they was trying to flee from the volcano, is what they did. Burnt their clothes, you all. So incredible footage showed, this is in 2021, showing the violent eruption of Mount Etna. It erupted massive lava, which involved the closure of Catania Airport. A big quantity of ash fell down, you all. A massive quantity of ash had fell down from that volcano. I just want to get a little bit of background of the current eruptions that had taken place at Mount Etna, because it is real. Look, Mount Etna explodes. A whole lot of lava. Mount Etna explodes into life as the eruption lights up the night sky. It was caught by a German geologist, the third outburst in a month. And this is 2013. So, wow, that looks very surreal. Doesn't that look surreal? They look like there's a circular object right there. It looks very surreal. I don't, look at that. Searing lava. Molten ash burst out at midnight on Saturday, turning the pitch black night into a sea of flames and smoke. Wow, that's a description, you all. That is a massive description. This is the dangers. This is the power of a volcano, you all. They're so powerful. I would say that they are truly the most powerful natural force on Earth. They could do a lot of damage in many, many ways. So it was captured from 4 kilometers above the crater, you all. Look at that. So that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at these because I'm documenting the UFO activities at the volcano. What on earth? Wow, my gosh, you all. What is that? Is this loading? Let's see if we can see this. Are you loading the video? Because we like to see it. We would like to see the Chilesi Calbuco volcano emit lightning and lava in Chile. That was 2015, but this thing does not want to load. It really doesn't. Wonder why it's taking so long, you all. Let me put this back to me. If you're just tuning in, I've never seen such a violent eruption. I haven't, and I really didn't really pay much attention to volcanoes, but this right here is a wild-looking volcano. It really is. And this video will not load. This is Mount Etna, so that was from Mount Etna. A snapper captured the incredible moment when Mount Etna spat fire and ash out of her mouth. She's about to spew you out of her mouth. So we can let's look at the gallery of this molten lava, you all, that came out of it, if we can, because it's wild. I wonder if they got some really good photos. No, see, they trick you. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We just had to do this. Wow, my gosh. That is wild. You all, we like to do live streaming here. See, this is really interesting because look how these are all the same size right here. All of these coming down from the sky, they are all the same length. Now, we have documented this at the observatories in the Hawaii of these coming down out of the sky. We have. And they were the same length just like that. Oh. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. That's what that bike is practically damaged. It really is, you all. It looks like mud and ash rained down on the people is what it looked like. The whole entire town, you all. That how could you survive it? You wouldn't want to be in that area. You wouldn't. So that's right. We can't look at the video because the video will not load. It's not supposed to load, I guess. It isn't. But this is wild. Okay, and this looks kind of wild too. Look at this. A fiery Italian. Look how it's coming out right here. That looks rather odd. But now let's get back to our main thing, you all. We're going to get back to the main show right here. We are with this volcano erupting because at this volcano today, this is what's at the volcano. This right here. UFOs. Okay, this one ship has the ability to change all kinds of shapes. You say, Gina, honey, that's not possible. You just stuck that there. No, I didn't. I didn't. I promise you I didn't. This is the footage that we documented earlier. This is Mount Etna at the top of me. And this UFO, that's like right there. That's that UFO that's right up there, is what it is. This UFO, I got to put my head over this. We got to get it. We got to get this news out, the information out. They don't want it out. This UFO up here is this UFO, and it continually changed shapes. Now, this is no pixelation. This is none of it, you all. This is the truth. I documented it earlier in a live stream. I did, and I just threw the video together. But look at this. This is one shape of it. I got to make sure I got it clicked on it. Got the right one clicked. If I can get that one playing. I don't know how. Okay, media source. Okay, here I go. Right here. I got it, you are right here. So I've got my media source 1 going. And I think that's that one. Yeah, it's that one. I made it come off of there, you all. Sheena, honey, why did you do it? Did they take that off of here? You all, this is, I thought I had it all planned out. I really did, you all. I had this all planned out. And that media source is not showing. Where did it go? Really, I'm wondering, where did my original media source go that was on here? This is wild. They don't want me to share it. They really don't want me to share it. Otherwise, I'd be sharing it. This volcano has UFOs at it. That's what I'm saying. UFOs are at this volcano. And there's this one. But where is the other media source? Oh my gosh. Why would they do that? Really, I gotta ask myself. It's not even on here anymore. It's not even on here anymore. They took it completely off. That's what they did, you all. I'm not joking. Completely off of here. I had the filtering and everything set up. Every bit of it. The right filter. And that's what they did to me. That very thing. Now this is the video right here. See it? This is the video. And they took my original one off. And now I've got 3 videos on here, and I only have access to this one, which was wild. It was wild, you all. This is there. Here it is right here. And I had to do this. I had it perfect. But you know what they're saying? Ha ha ha. Too bad for you, Gina. You see way too much. It's like on Gandalf. You see much. Too much. That's what Crema Wormtongue told him. You see much, too much. You all, I had the perfect filtering on here. I did. And now you can see what's happening. Right here, I can't get the filtering on, but there looks like there's some type of a being in here, you all. There is. Okay, this is a good ship right here. It is, but this came off of Mount Etna, the same place as this massive volcano eruption. Right here. Do you think that these UFOs live inside the volcano? Do you think they do? Do you think it would it make sense that such UFOs could go down in a volcano like this and be in control of the volcano? If these are advanced species that are right here, which I really do feel that they are an advanced species that are living into the volcano, because they pray to the volcano gods. They do their sacrifice to the volcano gods. That's what they would do way back when. Because if they didn't, these volcano beings might get mad and an eruption might occur. I don't think that's far-fetched at all to think that, you all. I used to think, oh, that's so silly. People think that there's some kind of being inside of a volcano. I don't think that anymore. I really don't. Yes. That's right. I don't think that anymore at all, you all. Let me try to see if I can make this bigger. It just kind of disappointed me that I had it already up here, and then they had did what they did to us. That's okay, you all. We can see it. We will see it. We're going to see it, you all. That's right. We're going to see it. I want to see if we can get it as it's... look at that. Look at the shape, you all. Did you see that? Come on now. That is a ship at the base of Mount Etna, right there, right up there by the mouth of Mount Etna. Etna, not Metma. And let me see which. This is the other one from a distance. Let me bring this media source 2 up onto the media source 3 and get my head out of the way. This, okay, got to bring that up on top of the image. Oh, this is really wrong, Gina. You did it wrong. Just got to stop it, you all. I got to leave well enough alone. I hid my video thing. I did. It was kind of embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing, you all. But these ships. Oh my gosh, I've got to figure it out. I've got to bring the media source 2 up onto the media source 3. I've got it right above my head. I'm going to shrink down Mount Etna Violent Eruption right there. And this up here. Let me let you see what it looks like. That's this right here. And you can see that it's by the volcano. And the volcano was not even erupting until this right here that you see beside us in the sky. It formed. It looked like a a small silvery thing in the daylight. And as the sun set, the whole screen got dark except for that. And then all of a sudden, the camera was zooming far away, is what it did. And when that, at the top of the volcano, when it came down to the bottom, then the camera zoomed up because the camera knew. The camera knew, you all. I want you to see that the camera knew. Let me just put that in there that you all could see it. Get this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. So watch what happens here. Watch this. Well, no, watch, okay, watch this. So the volcano's there. The ship is there. As the ship, when this ship moves, watch what happens to the person viewing the volcano. Okay, the ship is going to leave. Then they zoom up on the volcano. As this ship leaves, watch it. They're going to zoom up on the volcano. We only got a few seconds. They know that ship is there, and they're watching that ship. And as soon as that ship leaves, see what they did? They knew. They knew there's something else going on inside the volcano. That's what they knew, you all. And it's this ship right here. They zoomed all the way up. And let's look at this, you all, really fast. Am I on me? Yeah, I'm on me. Let me do this one more time. I'm going to come to Mount Etna. I'm already over. No, I'm not on Mount Etna right now, you all. But that's what I wanted to say. I don't want this to be too long of a video. That ship rescued someone or an animal. Well, that ship was there for a very, very, very long time because that ship kept shape-shifting is what happened. Let's see. Yeah, I would try to go into Mount Etna. I can't even find it anymore, you all, so I'm not going to look at it. It's great. Just get on here, and I'm going to move this, you all. Watch this thing move, if it can move. So let's look at it, you all. This is what it looks like as it moves. The different shapes. And it kind of reminds me of the cubes, and I kind of get the feeling that this right here, these shapes or beings, whatever this technology is in the clouds also. The sky is their domain. And so really, where are they at when they're not in the skies? Ask yourself this. Where are they at? See, it's changing shape. It's the same thing that was up here, but we're seeing it up close. And if you don't have the right tools, like if I didn't have this OBS studio, if I didn't have like a recording thing, a program, and if I didn't know how to navigate this thing, I wouldn't be able to bring out the image, the footage here like I am. And I am thankful I can bring it out. I am. So yes, hello there, Team Awakening, Great Awakening in Denmark. You are greeting Abaraka. You are just tuning in. This is this UFO at Mount Etna, which at the beginning of this video, you saw the violent eruptions that Mount Etna had, and some of them were fantastic photos. They really were. But this is some type of we could call it transformer-like ships. We really could, because these things are continually changing its shape. And it's right above my head. You can see it ever so vaguely. Even though it's small, it's massive. Really, it is massive. If you look at Mount Etna on the top of the volcano, that Mount Etna is enormous. It really is. And this is what Mount Etna is capable of. Y'all, look at this. Lightning and stuff like that. Like a big fire god. Really. There probably are. Well, there is. There's these, they have a lot of energy in them. A ton of energy. And who's to say that they don't have life inside of them? They don't look like us. They got life inside of them. And it's much different. And whatever these life forms are and these ships are, they're very powerful, really. And their technology is so far advanced. when I look at this ship over here, let me just show you what I'm talking about. When I look at this beneath me, like right down here, sometimes it reminds me of my ships that I documented. It does. I'm just going to tell you, it kind of reminds me of my ships that I documented at times. And sometimes when I would zoom up on them, they look like they had little heads on top of them, like little gray heads and stuff. But this is by no means little. By no means is it little. See, look at these different shapes. Yeah, you got to believe before you can see. Now look at this. They're like interdimensional, but yet they're not. They're quite physical. That you can see them with you. Let me see something. I want to show something. I really do. I just, let's gonna get this on here, you all. If I can find something on here, it might take me a tad bit, but you all look at that for a moment in time, because I want to show the ships that I documented with my camera, and I don't know how they got in my camera. I really don't. Let me see. Let me just go to 940. I'm going to go to a 940. I'm going to bring 940 on here. Is what I'm going to bring, image 940 on here so you all can see it. I want to just like put those ships to the side to see if they even look like at a 940. Give me screenshot 940. Got it. Let me do this. So I want you to look at these for a moment. So this is what I documented. They had different shapes to them too, and they could cluster up on one another. I have thousands of pictures that I documented, and I wonder if as this moves, let me see if we went back to the beginning, if it could even resemble any of this. And it might could. See, look at that. Look at that shape. This is by Mount Etna. Is really right on the mountain of it. The different shapes that it takes. And are they like cube shape, you think? Because they're continually changing their shapes. I'm always trying to see if I can find any similarities whatsoever to the ships that I documented that I called light ships. The Niagara is freezing. And why is it freezing, really? Why would it be freezing? Uh-oh. Okay, it moved. Okay, there it is, you all. Right there, so you can watch it. Changing its shape. And it has to be some type of advanced technology to change its shape like that. Is there any video games out there where you have ships that can change their shape like a transformer? Because there's a lot of people who play video games, and I'm just wondering, is there any like that can change shapes like this ship right here, other than a Tetris game? That's what I'm wondering. Is there any? Because these are kind of wild. And then if I were to, I'm just going to show some of the screenshots that I took of it. The news, you all, will document anything like this. They're not going to do it because they have certain things that they have to share, and there's certain things that they cannot share on the news. You either do what you say, share what you're told, or you don't got a job. That's really more or less what it is. See, look at that down there. Now, I have seen these show up in my photos. I have. I'm not going to say I haven't because I really have seen those type of shapes. And if you're just tuning in, this is Mount Etna. And what we're looking at right here is actually this UFO that's right here to the side of me, like right here. This is that UFO up close on the base of Mount Etna, right there, far away from the, well, not too far away, but right near the mouth of Mount Etna. And Mount Etna was not going off until this UFO that's right down here. It was in the sky, and it was like a little bitty like that, way above the mountain. And it was all dark. Then as it moved, it came down, and then you could see the red coming out of Mount Etna. That's how that happened. Just like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share you all. We got this fiery volcano right here, and we got Mount Etna. It's Mount Etna, and there's something more to Mount Etna, and there is a connection between the UFOs and the volcanoes. There is a definite connection. Some people have noted that, like this one video image that I shared of a volcano and how there was like a green thing coming straight up, and the media said, well, it's just a meteorite going into the volcano. Really? No, it's not. There's some kind of ship and some kind of technology inside the volcanoes, and it is not of this world. Okay, it may be, and we just don't know it, but it's this. These are all around the volcanoes, and I'm pretty sure they have the ability to go into the volcanoes, and they have the ability to activate something or deactivate something. They're very powerful. They are. Otherwise, you know, they wouldn't be by the volcanoes, by something that powerful. So I'm going to go. Thank you all for tuning in. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. I want to draw attention to this. I really do, because there is a UFO and a volcano connection. And I know a lot of other people know that. And these volcanoes do have something in them, some type of a living being or living species, an intelligent species. And I think that they can make the volcano go off if they want, and they can refrain from making it go off. Are they happy? I don't know if they're happy right now. I really don't know if they're happy. They may not be too happy, you all, really. So thank you